Like, let's suppose a girl is 30 years old and she has 100 as body count. That's immediately a slut, right? Immediately, according to the red pill vision. But that's the mind that you.
She was a slut way before 100.
That's what you get in your mind immediately, but you don't know what's her story. So that story can confirm your bias or not confirm your bias.
But sometimes the story doesn't matter, right? If
No,
you're
it does
looking
matter.
for a partner,
Well, let's
if that
suppose-
person is, here's a number about somebody, their weight. If somebody is 500 pounds, I don't need to find out the story behind why they're 500 pounds and
Well,
give
you
them a
should.
chance.
You shouldn't. Instead, you should know the story because you don't know the physical condition of that person. You don't
Why
know
should
if
I care though if I'm not interested?
Well,
in
if
them?
you are not interested, you just stay stuck to the number and move on.
So the guy is not interested in someone with 100 body count. That's a number, and he's
No,
not
it's
going
not.
to
They
consider
are
her as a partner.
over interested. Yeah, but the problem with me, you can definitely judge based on the numbers. The problem with me is that you don't get to know that person if you stay stuck. Or if you just judge on what they
How many
tell
500-pound guys have you given a chance? Like,
No, I
they're
mean,
getting
most.
their personality.
I'll respond to the reverse. I dated only 2 guys that were 6 feet in all my dating history. All the others are
Okay,
lower
but there
than
are
that.
some things where like someone doesn't even get through the door based on something superficial, and that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine. But he asked me why I object to the numbers, and I'm responding because I get stuck to the surface, and I don't go beyond that, and I don't like that. So if I want to refuse a person, I want to have a more deep idea of what their person is. At that point, I can say, okay, maybe it's better not to date that person. But if he just, like if Brian tells me, I am 45 as a body count, and for me it's too high, and I tell him explicitly, I'm not going to date you because you're 45, that's bullshit. I mean, I get to
Why
know
though?
what's behind that, why he got 45. I get to know what's his life experience. If I don't like it, at that point, I would be like,
But
I'm
people
sorry.
are entitled to their thing that disqualifies a potential partner. Like
Right.
they're entitled to that without an explanation or a story.
They are entitled. I'm telling you what I do because
Nobody-
he asked me my opinion. So I don't like to stay stuck on the numbers.
Well,
and that's
it's-
also the reason why I did not rate that guy.
Well, I don't think it's bullshit. Nobody is obliged to date anybody. You could have the most arbitrary reason to not want to date someone. I don't want to date them because their favorite color is purple. It's a ridiculous, maybe this isn't a perfect example, but nobody is entitled to a relationship with someone else. No one is obliged to date anyone else, whether it's rational or irrational. I happen to think, though, when it comes to body count, that body count matters a lot. So even if you think it's irrational, even if you think it's a bullshit, someone is entitled to not want to date someone for
Someone is
any number
entitled,
of reasons.
Of course. I mean, you're free to do whatever
Sure.
you want. I'm telling you my perspective.
Okay.
I don't
Sure.
like to get
Fair enough.
stuck to the numbers. Yeah.